This is Data Center training video number 7 for the New Jersey State Police. In this video, I will show you how to fill out the arson report from the repository. I'm currently logged in as a contributor. I'm going to click the Data Center module, which is here on the left menu bar. Then I will click Working Items. Now I'm going to continue working on the SRS report for February 2017. So I come over here and I click the blue arrow to view. And as you can see, we're back to this familiar SRS report. And you see all the ones that we've done so far. We're going to come down here to where it says Arson, and I'm going to click Edit, which is the purple button here. Agencies report an incident as arson only if the fire is determined through investigation to have been willfully or maliciously set. Attempts to burn are included in this offense, but fires of any type of suspicious or unknown origins are not. So here's the form that we'll be filling out. I have autosave set to yes, and the error display is set to yes. So all I need to do is come down here. As you'll see, the scroll bar here to the right will bring me up and down into the report form. And this is the arson offenses known to law enforcement. You'll first see here under number 1 the property classification, and it shows you the different structural descriptions, A, B, C, D, and continuous. So it shows you single occupancy residential, other residential, storage, industrial manufacturing, other commercial, so on and so forth. If I scroll down, you can see additional structures. It gives you a total structure area here, and then it breaks down into the mobile. So for mobile, it would be like motor vehicles, automobiles, trucks, buses, motorcycles, and then also other mobile properties such as trailers, recreational vehicles, airplanes, boats, etc. So this section here is part of the property classification as well. And then we have the total other. So this would include crops, timber, fences, signs, etc. And then the grand total is here at the bottom. Now if I scroll back up, what you want to do now is take a look at how it breaks down into the offenses reported or known to police, which is section 2 here. And this would include unfounded and attempts. And then there's the unfounded column here as well. There's number 4, which is number of actual offenses, which that means if you have column 2, and then if you do have anything that's unfounded, you would subtract from column 2 anything from column 3 to get the actual number of offenses to show up in here in number 4. And then anything total offenses cleared by arrest or exceptional means, so we would include that information here. And then under 6 is number of clearances involving persons under the age of 18 years of age. Number 7 is offenses where structures uninhabited, abandoned, or not normally in use would appear. And then column 8 is estimated value of property damage. So as we go through and fill this out, if you see any X's, that means it needs more information or there's some sort of error that does not make sense to the repository. So let's go ahead and fill this out. So let's say for the month of February 2017, I need to show that there were 2 offenses reported known to police for the single occupancy residential, which includes houses, townhouses, and duplexes. So I put a number 2 here. And then if I had anything unfounded, I would need to show it here. In this case, I don't. Now, as you can see, it's telling me that there's some errors. It's because I need to continue to fill this out. So I'm going to scroll. So here I have no unfounded or false or baseless complaints. So then number of actual offenses would be column 2 minus column 3. So that means 2 minus 0 would be 2. And now the X has gone away, so the repository likes what I have put in here. Now here is total offenses cleared by arrest or exceptional means. So I'm going to show it as 1 arrest. And then number of clearances involving persons under 18 years of age, we have 1 to show for that. 0 when it comes to offenses where structure is uninhabited, abandoned, or not in use. So all of these were in use. And as you can see here, it's complaining it would like me to show an estimated value of property damage. So I'm going to show for these two offenses $20,000. And now that little warning went away. It liked what it saw. And then under other residential apartments, tenements, flats, hotels, motels, so on and so forth, let's show one. And then we found out that that was an unfounded. So here we're going to put a 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. And no other ones to report for this current line. And then under storage, we have nothing to report here as well, or under D or E or F or G. So if we scroll down with the middle scroll or the inside scroll bar here, you'll see that we have a total for structure of 3 offenses reported or known to police. 1 was considered unfounded. We have 2 number of actual offenses. 1 was a total offense cleared by an arrest or exceptional means. And then the number of clearances involving someone under age 18 was 1. And 0 in terms of offenses where the structures were uninhabited or abandoned or not normally in use. So again, the property value continues down and it shows $20,000 here. If we move down to the mobile section, we're going to show for this particular month 3 for motor vehicles. 1 was unfounded. So that would mean we have 2 to show as actual offenses. And after I put that in, it took away the X because it liked what I put in there. It accepted that and cross-checked it. Now we show 0 for total offenses cleared by arrest or exceptional means. Same for number of clearances involving person under age 18. We'll show a 0 for that. But then we need to put in the estimated value of property damage, and that's why it's complaining here. It wants to see something. So we had 2 actual number of offenses. So I'm going to show that as $60,000. And then nothing to show here for other property. And scroll down a little bit more. And then under other, we're going to show crops, timber, fences, etc. Let's go ahead and put in 1. That it was no unfounded or false or baseless claims, so that means that the actual number was 1 again. And then nothing here in terms of clearance offenses cleared by arrest, and we have no student or person under age 18 to show here. So we do need to put in a property value. So let's just show $100. So our grand total is shown in this bottom line here where the shading is. So we had 7 offenses reported or known to police, 2 were considered unfounded, 5 were actual offenses. We had 1 total offense cleared by arrest or exceptional means. We had 1 number of clearances involving persons under age 18. We had 0 when it came to offenses where structures were uninhabited or abandoned or not normally in use. And then our estimated value of property damage came to $80,100. So if everything looks good and we have no errors, which it looks like everything's looking fine here, we do have it set to save, but let's go ahead and save it anyhow by clicking the green Save Arson button. And then after it goes through, it'll give me a chance to look at it one more time. If there's anything else I need to correct or change, I can do that now. Then just click the purple Return button. And that brings us back here to our SRS report. And as you can see, we have a green valid check mark here in the Arson column, so it's looking good. If I did have something to change, I could go back in now and edit that. So this is the Arson report for the New Jersey State Police. Now we'll move on to human trafficking.